Now, it's lovely to see
really
you,
is.
as
Welcome.
always.
Great to be here.
Welcome.
So you've done this before, the sort of silver screen version of a concert. Was it your son Pierre's idea to do these sort of
it
things?
was his 10 years ago, and in cinemas, my concerts in cinemas, it will not work, it's dark. But then I heard stories that people in the cinemas are jumping and singing and clacking, so it works.
And I guess at the moment, the way things are, this is the way that people are having to get access to what you do.
Yeah, because I had to cancel my Christmas concert in Maastricht again for the second time, because it's going very bad in Holland.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a bad way, Europe, at the moment. Our thoughts with everybody there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for you, an absolute nightmare. You live for performing, to be with your orchestra. It's like a family.
100 concerts a year all over the world. I travel with 110 people. We are really a big family, and suddenly we were at home.
However, I guess what, the pandemic has shown us is how we evolve and we adapt. And like we said here, you've taken that live feel of everybody being in a room together and you've put it to the silver screen and people can go and watch it. And it doesn't lose that much, actually. People love it. They still feel really immersed in what's going on.
Even it doesn't lose, it's great. I saw it myself on the big screen. It gives you goosebumps. It's really fantastic.
So what have you included when? So you're in cinemas on the 4th and 5th of December only. So this is a real must-see.
Yeah.
What sort of things will you do?
You mean what the people are going to see?
Yeah.
So we have a huge hall in Maastricht, a congress hall. It's ugly. I changed it into a golden winter palace with 2 ice rings and 300 dancers, a gospel choir, ice dancers. So it was amazing. I came in for the first time. I created myself, but it was really fantastic.
You've done something really special, and I think that's why, your tour's about sold Beyoncé, Ed Sheeran and Rod Stewart, because you've made this type of music accessible. Because sometimes people think of classical music as being quite stuffy. Actually, people are scared of classical music because they don't know how to approach it. It's an elitist thing. Yeah. But this very much, this is for all welcome here.
For everybody.
Yeah.
And everybody comes, and that's the beautiful thing to see.
Yeah.
That when I play the Danube, I see the whole audience starting to move. It's the professor next to the cleaning lady. Everybody is there, and music joins people.
Yeah.
And music brings this feeling of being together, and that's so beautiful.
Is this born out of the fact that your father, I think, was an orchestral conductor?
Yeah.
And you went along to see those performances?
Yes, I saw all his concerts, and I was a small boy, and I saw all these people, Bach, Beethoven, blah, blah, blah. And then at the encores, he loved to play Strauss waltzes. There, I think my love started. And I saw all these people, when he started to play Strauss waltz, moving and even humming the melody. And I thought, that's what I want.
And it was your mum, actually, that was the one that encouraged the whole family to play music. And she decided that you were going to play the violin.
Yeah, she thought, I think it's a good instrument for André. I tried all instruments, but the violin survived. And my first teacher was an 80-year-old blonde girl.
And you were how old at the time?
I was 5, and I fell in love with her immediately, so that helped a lot.
Well, you had 2 teachers, didn't you, there? And the other one you didn't like very much. And the other one...
the piano teacher.
The piano teacher you didn't like. And you had lessons in this beautiful castle, which you weren't a mad fan of at the time, because you hated her so much.
I hated her,
However...
and I hated the castle, I hated the piano. She was a bitch.
Oh.
Sorry. Sorry.
Right. However, this story has somewhat of a happy ending, because the castle that you hated so much...
Yes, I bought it later, and I changed it into with a lot of white and gold. But at that time, it was dark and gloomy, and she was living there up in the attic, and she was...
So you were walking past it, I think, because it's in Maastricht. I mean, all of this happens in your, sort of family area, where you grew up. So you've got that massive concert that you've done, the beautiful Christmas show for, and here's the place that you learnt to play the violin, with the horrible witch upstairs, and so you walked past with Marjorie. What did she say to you?
No, we walked past the castle along the river, and I said, "Hey, there's a nice castle. I know that castle from my youth." And yeah, I would like to buy it. And then she said, yeah, you should sell some more records. And so we did. And I could buy it. And I changed it into a beautiful thing now.
It is lovely. Is that where you'll be for Christmas with the family?
Of course, yes. Yeah. At Christmas, we are at home with I have two families. My own family, of course, and the big family, that's my orchestra.
Yeah. Well, when you got back together again with your big orchestral family, you said that there were sort of tears and laughter.
Yeah.
Big emotion after you've been separated for such a long time.
Yeah. 16 months. And then in June, we were allowed to come together. And immediately we hugged and we kissed. And then after 5 minutes, so where were we? So we started again and we made a beautiful new CD. That's the CD that is here now. And of course, I had to call it Happy Together.
Yeah. You have a very, very special violin, a very old violin. It's 1667.
No, this one is 1692.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. That one was my first Stradivari.
That was your first one. And I mean, it's an incredibly expensive piece. It's very, very valuable.
Yes.
You have a bodyguard that comes with it, but you did consider selling it this year for the first time.
Yeah, you know, it was a difficult time, of course, and due to the government who supported us, luckily, I'm still here. Without that, it was not been possible. So, but there was a moment that I said, you know, an orchestra, I built this orchestra in 35 years. I cannot throw it away like that. Yeah. So we are really a big family. I'm their father and I take care of them. So, but this Stradivari is still mine. That
is good. Well, let's keep everything open, get you back on the road. I know you're in Lisbon, I think, on the 1st of December. So that'll be your first time actually live performing.
That will be the first concert after almost 2 years.
Oh, what a moment.
Hopefully.
Enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I hope things ease off because we were looking at the Netherlands at the moment, partial lockdown, lockdown in place on Sunday for 3 weeks, non-essential shops having to shut. It is, you know, it's stumbling, isn't it?
Yeah,
just
it is. It is. Every day we postpone concert. Now I should have been in Vienna, so now I'm here. Yeah. Luckily.
Well, which is lucky.
We're glad you're here. Yes,
it's lucky for us. But you are, I think, going to be here in May, aren't you?
Yes, April, May, the big tour, and because we postponed it 2 times now. And you know, the lovely thing is we sold 700,000 tickets all over the world, and all these tickets in all these countries, people say, André, I have my ticket here. I wait 5 years.
Yeah,
and
that's amazing.
That gives me tears.
Well, my mum will certainly come to the cinema on either the 4th or the 5th of December to watch. If you're back in April or May for us here, we have a beautiful outside area. It'll be spring then. You are welcome to bring your orchestra and play for us outside.
You mean here?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Do it.
Just a thought.
And I can sing. No, I'm joking.
Okay. Say no.
What can you sing?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you.